It is with great pleasure and a deep sense of purpose that I join you today for the official unveiling of a transformative initiative, Fleetpool Management Services, by the Ghana Tourism Development Company. This milestone is a clear and bold step towards repositioning tourism sector in alignment with the national vision for a prosperous, inclusive, and sustainable Ghana. In 2016, this institution had about 8 or so vehicles. In 2017, GTDC had one 35-seater U-turn bus serving its rental operations. It was a modest but hopeful start. However, as we speak in this year, the story has changed pitifully. The fleet has dwindled to barely 2 cars, vehicles that had seen better days and are no longer fit for the robust demands of the modern tourism transportation. But as we all know, diversity indeed often births innovation. Additionally, we are in our various positions to fix what we know is broken. So no excuses, right? Faced with these operational challenges, GTDC did not remain inactive because they inherited a broken system. No, instead, it rose to the moment with strategy, innovation, and foresight. The result is what has brought us here together this morning to see the launch of the Fleetpool Management Services, a visionary platform really that marks a turning point in our journey towards delivering the Black Star experience and the broader vision of the Ghana we all know we can have, the Ghana we all want, as espoused by His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. So in his vision, we all want a Ghana that we must all be ready to unlearn some of the things that we have learned and learn new things and adjust to the wind that we have blowing in this country. FPMS is a structured, forward-looking transport platform designed to enhance the efficiency, safety, and reliability of transportation within the tourism ecosystem. It seeks to streamline tourist mobility across our rich and diverse destinations while promoting professional driving standards and ensuring compliance with national regulations in both the tourism and transportation sectors. Every morning, I remind my driver that driving is a science. It's not just about moving the vehicle. So the fact that you can move it and turn the steering to go left or right doesn't make you a driver. It's a science. You have to be calculating and you have to plan before you set off. That's what FPMS wants to give us. This initiative is more than just a fix. It is a model for the future. Through the aggregation of transport services, FPMS creates a seamless, dependable supply system that meets the growing demand of local and international tourists. It leverages GTDC's distributive reach and operational credibility to support a public-private partnership framework, allowing both government and private sector to combine efforts in delivering high-quality, affordable, and consistent transport services in tourism. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, just recently, I was in Zambia. I had to go to Morocco. I had to leave the continent, go to Dubai, and wait for close to 18 hours to get a flight to the next destination. Imagine, let me emphasize this, tourism is not only about sights and attractions, it's about experiences. The mobility is central to that experience. A tourist journey begins the moment they dream of the destination, step off a plane, onto a bus, or into a vehicle. If that movement is safe, efficient, and enjoyable, the first impression is positive. But if it is delayed, unsafe, and poorly managed, we risk losing not just revenue, but also reputation. Imagine if it was a tourist who was coming to Ghana and went through what I went through. Your guess is as good as mine. Will they be coming back? Oh no. Who wants to sit in have an overlay of over 18 hours. And even if you fly first class or business, the holding area gives you 4 hours, isn't it? So the rest of the hours, what are you going to do? If you don't have a visa that lets you out of that country, you are stuck at the airport. How much eye shopping can you do? Window shopping, if you want to call it so, can you do in that 18 hours? That's not good. So connectivity is a real issue that we have to address. And it's not only by having this collaboration with public partners. It's also a little bit more than that. So our partners, we want to challenge you to help us to have connectivity addressed. And connectivity, I know that we don't have our aircrafts, but we can have relationship with other countries, those who have, so that we have more direct flights to our African neighbors than we have now. Because traveling in Africa really is exhausting and really, really expensive. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if we could do it alone, you wouldn't be here. We admit that we can't do it alone. And that's why we are opening our doors. We want you to walk in and assist us to make the difference that we know we can make. We are asking you to do that for us and for our motherland, our country, Ghana. This is why FPMS matters. It is not just about vehicles. It is about values, professionalism, reliability, partnership, and progress. It is about building a system that reflects the excellence of Ghana's tourism brand and supports the goal of positioning Ghana as the preferred destination in West Africa and beyond. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate this new beginning, let us not forget the rigorous work that has gone into this model. The FPMS initiative has been meticulously designed, scrutinized for viability, and oriented for long-term impact. It is our hope and firm belief that this platform will serve as a benchmark for transport services in the tourism industry and a catalyst for broader sectorial transformation. We cannot work in isolation. Transport people, hotel people, food people, music people, dance people. It's a collaborative work. So we should not focus our energies on only one sector whilst the others suffer. So whereas you are here because you are in the sector that directly affects Professor Kobe Mensah and his GTDC, I'm also urging you that you assist us if you own hotels. The reflection of Ghana must be in the hotel room. If I take a picture in my hotel room, something in that room must reflect Ghana. It's in the crafts. It's in the painting that's hanging in the room. It's in the food that you serve when I'm there. And whilst I'm on the food aspect, there's a way in which we can turn the very local, and you know that I love my local, right? The very local food, elevate it to a fine dining setting so that even the starter can be Ghanaian. The ingredients can be Ghanaian, but the way in which it is served, you can serve yam and garden next to you as a starter, depending on how you do it. If it's served in a buffet, of course we know that it's a full meal. But if it's served in little bites, it can be a starter. So I'm urging those of you who have hotels that play Ghanaian music in your lobby, in your reception area, show the tourist sites in the reception area. From the creative arts industry, I like that we promote our films. But if it's not reflecting anything other than the human beings in it, it has not done its work. So we have to work together. We have to be intentional and deliberate about the way in which we are positioning tourism to take lead in bringing the GDP that this country so needs. So if you own a restaurant, it's okay to have a Ghanaian dancers there. Maybe once a week, Wednesdays, you decide that Wednesdays you are going to serve only purely Ghanaian dishes. And our dancers will be there, dressed in our beautiful Ghanaian costumes. You have added some value. You have changed the narrative. You tweaked it a little bit to our benefits. I'm urging you to assist us to do it. I wish to commend the management and staff of GTDC for their resilience and commitment to excellence. To our private sector partners, thank you for believing in public-private partnerships as a pathway to national development. On this note, let me use this opportunity to acknowledge our private sector players who have registered on the FPMS program. You will also be acknowledged with certificates of participation and partnership. And they are Jome Car Rentals, Crystal Rental, Yachts Car Rentals, Bonnie Transport Logistics, Auto Wheels Limited, Rentals, FNP Car Rentals, Alimont Enterprise. And in conclusion, to our tourists, local, international, and those who are having the second, third, or fourth experiences in Ghana, we say, welcome to the Black Star experience. Let us move forward together with innovation in our minds, service in our hearts, and Ghana at the center of it all. Akbana Misia.